Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
What's up, motherfuckers, and welcome back to the Pressure Podcast, everybody.
Give me a hell yeah!
Fresh out of Medellin, fresh out of the Colombian city of Medellin and Envigado. I had the time of my life over there. I like to use my passport, so fresh back. I'm glad that I didn't know that the NBA Finals was Sunday. I thought it was Saturday. They're skipping 2 and 3 days every once in a while to elongate it.
Yeah, they got me too. They got me with that too. How was your trip, brother?
Amazing.
Yes. Recharge, refuel. Ready to go? Good little 3-day.
Just a 3-day hiatus. Just a 3-day hiatus.
Hey man, anytime is good, man.
But I'm glad it wasn't a game on Saturday, so we didn't miss an episode much. But without further ado, we are live in our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Coke.
LeBron.
Finish him.
Rated M for Millennials.
What up, my peoples?
So it's Money Monday. The NBA series is tied. Ronaldo is king again. And the Knicks trade talks. And I got a nice little surprise for everybody there afterwards. So
I have an interesting team to talk about for a trade there too for Giannis. I think it's kind of under the radar.
being in Medellin, Colombia, it's a soccer town. We were watching the Spain versus Portugal finals matchup for the UAEF whatever. It's like the Euro Cup, kind of like the Euro Cup. It's a different league. And even though Ronaldo is not what he used to be, Cristiano Ronaldo did the damn thing. Helped lead his team to victory. Got the game-tying goal that sent it to overtime and into penalties where Portugal won.
Shout out Portugal.
So shout out to Portugal. Shout out to Cristiano Ronaldo. We don't really speak much football around here, but you know what I'm saying? Greatness is greatness. I don't watch too much like golf or anything, but if Tiger Woods goes off, we're gonna have to mention it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he ain't gonna be doing that anytime soon.
Ever again.
Which makes no sense because Arnold Palmer and all those guys were still legends and kicking ass when they were old. How come Tiger can't do it?
But his health issues. He's got the same health issues. It's the same knee. It's the same back. Can't play without those.
You need your back. What do you need a back for in golf?
What?
I'm just messing.
What the fuck? That would be like, you need your back for everything. God damn, nigga can't stand up.
That wasn't real. That wasn't real.
Nigga be slumped like this and shit like, I'm supposed to hit the ball out? I don't know. Figure it out.
That was funny.
You gotta wind up like a cartoon or some shit.
It's all in the follow through, you know what I'm saying? And you cannot talk behind anybody's backswing. That's a big no-no in golf. So, yeah, Ronaldo is king. Ronaldo showed the champion that he still is. He may not be what he used to be, but he's still better than 90% of the players out there, I'm pretty sure. So, congratulations to Cristiano.
Give me a hell yeah!
Special shout out to the tennis players that I think are number one and number 2, Sinner and Alcaraz. Great fucking match. That I thought it was over. I was like, oh, they're up. He's up 2. It's over. There's no way he's coming back from 2 sets down. He took 3 sets after that, went to the tie break, ended up basically whooping his ass in the tiebreak. Alcaraz might be the next Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, all right. So let's get to the first topic, which is the NBA Finals. The N3A is what I like to call it. For those who don't know, I call the NBA the N3A, the Negro three-point addicts. Reason why is because these Negroes is nothing but a bunch of Negroes, and you know what I'm saying, it's like 90% of the league is Negro, and then all they do is shoot threes. They don't dunk anymore. They don't get to the basket and make layups like they used to. And then when they shoot threes, they have the nerve to turn around, let their arm hang low, and then inject themselves with some heroin in front of kids and women. It's just not what gangsters do. I don't know what's wrong with this generation, but that's the N3A for you, the Negro three-point addicts. I know what you're thinking. That's just them saying it's ice in your veins, Sully. No. When you're from the Bronx like I am, when you see people doing this, that doesn't mean ice in your veins. That means heroin in your veins. That means smack in your veins, in your arteries.
Be cool, nigga.
But the Thunder beat the Pacers 123-107. I expected the Thunder to represent come game 2. Series is now tied 1-1. OKC wins. They win the turnover and rebound battle in game 2, which is something to note. Are you still confident in your OKC supporting cast?
Look,
Because I don't think Caruso's gonna have another 20-point game.
No, this is my thing. I have to stick to the fact that I picked them at 6. But do I think they're gonna win? I'm not sure. I really don't think.
What the fuck?
It don't look like it, cause again, like we keep repeating, they took home field. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. Indiana's great at home. I just have a feeling that they're gonna win the next 2. And everybody that keeps talking about Halliburton needs to be aggressive. Halliburton needs to be aggressive. I'm gonna be real. I don't like taking games off, but this felt like one of those games where Halliburton knew he didn't have it going, so he just said, "Fuck it. If I don't have it going and OKC has it going, we'll let them go ahead and take this game, and let's just go to game 3 and game 4 and finish them off." I'm worried because even though OKC did have, what was it they said? I think 45 bench points or something like that.
Yeah.
40 of those bench points went to 2 players. So it wasn't like, it was Caruso, which we don't believe he'll have 20 points in a game again in this series. Alone. And the other guy was 18, Wiggins. They shot the ball extremely well from 3. They don't do that. They're not good at shooting threes. They're just not a good shooting 3-point team. And the rebounding was a problem. But I think that also had to do with foul trouble. If you notice, OKC shot the ball from the free throw line. They got 33 attempts. So I don't know. You do the math on that. That to me has to say that the other team's fouling a lot. Just saying.
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
But the rebound, yeah.
I'm thinking obviously 3 points. That was actually almost a
I
wash.
don't feel like the turnovers was a problem too much.
3-point was almost a
pretty
wash.
much-
Indiana was 14 of 40,
Exactly.
while the OKC was 14 of 36. So it was almost a wash. Almost. It's just a little bit more efficient on the OKC side. Free throws, that was a little bit more of an advantage.
42 points in the paint also is alarming.
Yes. But the turnover battle, OKC won barely. It was 27 to 25.
Yeah, that's.
No, it was 15 to 13.
Yeah, 15.
And then rebounds, 35 for Indiana, 43 for OKC. And I thought that's what helped them contain the lead and keep it there.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing to note, though, is that, once again, Indiana is the one who's going to be at home from now on for the next 2 games. And I'm telling you something, I'm expecting a big game from both Halliburton and Siakam come game 3.
Absolutely.
Maybe even a Miles Turner. I'm not saying that Indiana's going to blow out the Thunder, but this might be probably Indiana's best offensive game in this entire finals. It's going to be game 3.
And it's going to be a good free throw shooting game. They're back home. Siakam's been physical throughout the series in the first 2 games I've seen. I expect the same thing, and I think he's going to get more calls this game because, again, they're at home. Nembhard, I think he's starting to play better. Halliburton, he just needs to be more aggressive in the first quarter to me. I feel like again, he's looking to facilitate. He's a pass first point guard. If you don't know that by now, guys. But at the same time, if he has it going and he feels like he has it going, he'll be aggressive. So you'll get the 34 or 35 points. But even though he doesn't give you 34, 35 points, even if he gives you 20 and he gives you 10 and 10 or 15 and 10, then he did his job. I mean, he facilitated the offense. If that's what that would mean to me. 15 assists would definitely tell me that you facilitated the offense. And that's what I expect from Halliburton. Another great game like he did against the Knicks, where he damn near didn't turn the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over. I expect the same thing next game.
Well, I'm not that confident in the OKC cast personally. The support, when I mean cast, the supporting cast. Caruso, I don't trust to have 20 points game, and Wiggins to have 18. I expect them to have more like 8 and 10 maximum. And if you were to take
Williams was 5 for 14. And Holmgren was 6 for 11. The only guy that really shows up, and as my man said over here, is Shea. Everybody else, yeah, he had 20 points. When is Caruso going to shoot 4 of 8 from the three-point line? And when is Wiggins going to get 18 points? Period.
His cap is usually 8, so take 10 away from that score.
And you don't even play that.
Yeah, so take 10 away from that that score to his usual 8, and you have 113 to 107.
He did that in 21 minutes.
Well,
21 minutes.
Hear this. Look at the math. Wiggins 18.
Mm-hmm.
His cap is usually 8, and probably not even that.
I wouldn't even say that.
But let's take 10 away from the point total. That's 113. And then if you take away Caruso, which he could still do 10, but I don't think 20, that's then 103 to 107. You know what I'm saying? And the Pacers didn't really have a great game offensively, and they still put up a fight.
And their bench either.
So this is going to be an interesting series, to say the least. Now, what does Indy got to do?
What does Indy? Okay, so to me, Indy needs to start off faster. I think it gets there. I know. Like coming back, that's a thing that they can do, but you don't always want to be down. You kind of want to be in a comfort zone offensively, and I feel like they just need to start faster. With Halliburton, I would say close to about 10 points in the first quarter, something like that. Just be aggressive. He needs to be aggressive. When he's aggressive, he commands more defensively to be on him. So then it makes it easier for the others on the perimeter.
What Indy's got to do is one of a few things. Indy's got to win the rebound battle. Yeah. They got to enforce their will in the paint. Indy's got to win the turnover battle. They've got to enforce their will on defense. And Indy got to win Game 3.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay? You can lose home court advantage but still not lose momentum. How?
What the fuck?
I'll make it make sense to y'all. Imagine if Indiana were to win Game 2 or Game 3, so they're up 2-1, and Game 4 they lose home court advantage. They don't lose momentum. But if Indiana were to go into Game 3 and lose, now they're down 1-2 and lose home court advantage, the series is over. The series is literally over. This is how paramount it is for Indiana, the road team in this finals, in this series, to defend their home floor. But the thing is, you got to defend the first game more than the second game. Reason why is because if you were to lose Game 3 but then win Game 4, when you go back to Indiana, to OKC in Game 5, you're going to have that pressure on you that you don't want.
True.
Meanwhile, if you were up 2-1 and lost one game at home, you got to go to OKC. The danger is that you're going to lose 2 in a row. That's about it. There's no pressure there.
True.
There's no pressure there. But the thing is, you cannot lose Game 3 if you're Indiana. You've got to defend home floor in Game 3, and because you got to be able to. I mean, the only way you're going to win this series to me is if you defend home floor. But the thing is, you have proven that you're a team that's going to fight till the end. You're more
Right.
clutch than the OKC Thunder, and you guys have a plethora of players that can show up at big times when you need them most, especially at home. So they got to take advantage of all of that. So that's what Indy's got to do.
Yeah, because I worry that OKC's like,
Finish him.
you know, like when everything's going well, of course, anybody could do that. But what about when controversy hits and you have to, you know what I'm saying? We need these points. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a momentum shifter right back. We need some energy right back. Like you can't always count on deflections and then them turning the ball over. It's not.
Every time, to be honest with you, almost I wish I had a staff for it. They should have a staff for it. But from all the years I've been watching basketball, most of the time when the road team wins game 1, steals game 1, and steals home court advantage, but then loses the first game at home in game 3, they usually don't win.
Yeah, that makes sense because if you think about it, then it puts even more pressure on you to win the next game.
Game 3 hurts a lot more than game 4.
If you win game 3, they win game 4. It doesn't matter because you're still going to be coming back home with a chance to tie the series back up. So I get what you're saying. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Game 3 just stings a little bit more in a 7-game series than game 4, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
You know, so
Yeah, you got to win that game.
SGA is the superstar. SGA is the superstar
hear
of this
nothing about free throw mention.
series.
Tyler,
He's. I mean, to me, he's now become probably the best player in the world.
He might, yeah. I mean,
Might,
yeah.
or at least an argument could be made.
I mean, the way he's playing, yeah.
But even the
numbers
great,
he's averaging in the finals.
even the great Black Messiah over there, even he lost. You know what I'm saying, in the playoffs before, just because his supporting cast wasn't ready. He was ready, but the supporting cast wasn't ready. He had to wait till Scottie Pippen grew up, or his grand grew up. They were younger than him. These guys are younger than SGA. That's not what's happening in the Indiana Pacers. These guys are very, very, very veteran, but also mixture of youth and age in there. And they're all like pretty smart basketball IQ dudes. And you don't see too many like knuckleheads in Indiana right now.
Yeah.
One thing though I like to point out.
There's a lot of vets on that team.
One thing I like to point out, I posed a question last week on our chat. I said, name a young team with a bunch of rookie deals on your starting lineup that won a championship. And my cousin said the Golden State Warriors with Jordan Poole and all those guys. They were on, because 3 of those guys were on rookie contracts. But that doesn't count as the same because this is not an up-and-coming team. This you're talking about a dynasty team that just rebuilt a little bit a few years later. It's a completely different story. You have champions in there with Clay, Draymond, and the nucleus was still there, and Steph. So to me, that doesn't count. You don't have a nucleus that's won in OKC.
Yeah, OKC, pretty much all their starters are.
Only champion in OKC is the bubble champion Caruso.
What is that? 3?
Fatality.
That's 3 that they have? No, 2 out there? No. Yeah, 2. I think it's 2 that they have out there. Holmgren and Williams that are on rookie contracts. Those are, what is that? What we say, like, their top 3 players, pretty much. We say top 3 players. So, yeah, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, one of them is supposed to be Scottie Pippen. The other one's supposed to be Horace Grant. Just a taller, skinnier, white version of him.
Finish him.
But
That's tough.
those guys were too young at one point because Jordan was older. Jordan was drafted in '84.
Yeah, all these guys that
drafted in
when they
'87.
went to the finals, they were pretty much veterans.
Yes.
They were pretty much ready to go.
They were 4-year vets at
That was
the time.
battle tested.
You know what I'm saying? These guys are not 4-year vets.
It's like the Celtics. Celtics, they were battle tested before they went to, again, that's why people underestimated that they was going to win that championship, but I was like, nah, because they've been battle tested a lot. You got to get over the hump eventually.
I think we set up for a big game from Indiana. I think Siakam and Halliburton should each put around 30 feet. And
I want to
Smith
see
and Neymar to go around too.
My bad. I want to see Chet be more aggressive. He needs to score.
That ain't
more.
in him.
No, but I'm saying that I feel like that'll give them a chance.
That ain't in him.
I'm just saying that'll give them a chance. I don't know. I don't care if it is or not. I'm trying to say, nigga, get in there and try it for once.
Be cool, nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. It wouldn't hurt. 11 field goals ain't enough.
And how many rebounds is he averaging? Just humor me.
Probably like 6.
I would say 4.5.
In the playoffs or
in the finals?
In the finals, let's see.
Actually, fucking put playoffs in there. I don't care.
8.3. It's not bad.
Oh, that's a lot.
But it should be more. I don't care what anybody. It should be 10. He's a center.
It should be 18.
It's got to be 10. At least 10.
It should be 18 with his fucking ostrich-sized wingspan or whatever he has over there.
Nah, because he don't got that.
You don't have that.
He's not that athletic for somebody that big.
I don't need to be athletic. I need to reach.
Yeah, but that nigga.
I'll reach everybody.
He don't play with that type of energy either.
No, he don't.
He plays kind of like lackadaisical.
Like, I could've
Oh, I
get
think
it.
I think I almost got that one.
You're
think I
killing
coulda
me,
got that one.
Smalls.
But he shows. I'm not gonna lie. He shows glimpses. I see sometimes where like when he who was it that he dunked on? Not too long ago. I think that was Turner on a putback. I think so. I gotta replay it in my head, but I think so. I gotta go check.
So let's get to some Knicks trade talks, okay? I've been hearing around Giannis and
Yes.
KD.
Yes.
Hell no.
But he don't want either one.
No.
Wait. I seen one that said Giannis and Kevin Durant. Is that what you mean?
No.
No, I seen one where they said Kevin Durant and Giannis.
Fuck out.
I was like,
Be cool, nigga.
I don't know if they're gonna do
I
all
don't need
that.
I don't need that. All right.
The Giannis one I could see. The KD, at his age, I just don't.
The only way I want
don't see
to
that.
see like Kat, Giannis, and Brunson is if Josh Hart and Anunoby are still around, and they're not going to be. If we're gonna get Giannis, they're gonna give up Bridges, Anunoby, and Josh Hart for sure.
I heard Josh Hart might get released.
No. Hell no.
I hope that's not true.
Nah, that's just a rumor.
Yeah, I hate all these rumors.
That's the only way I'll accept Giannis, and I don't want KD. KD is not clutch. KD cannot hang in New York. That's why he went to Brooklyn. He went to Brooklyn across the bridge because in Brooklyn, it's the second team. It's the little brother. The New York pressure isn't on him like that.
He's scary.
He's a scary little cat, and I don't want him around. I don't want him.
He already got one
He
scary.
can't handle Madison Square Garden.
He already got
He
one
can't handle
scary.
Twitter. So imagine Madison Square Garden invented Twitter. Twitter was invented with the idea of Madison Square Garden. We troll like no other fucking fans in the NBA. And the thing is, he's gonna be a troll like target. Even if he was a Knick, even if he averaged 50 points a game, maybe not so much.
Be cool,
But
nigga.
if he had like let's say 35 points per game, they're still gonna find ways to clown him just because I know he ain't gonna show up when it matters the most. So no, to hit those, I quote those rumors right now, please.
You already got a cat dog.
So this is a thing I saw the other day. I wanted to show everybody. So there is a history of iconic sellies. Okay, so we seen Halliburton do the choke sign with Reggie Miller in attendance as an announcer, and they made a little ranking of the most iconic sellies. Okay, so that's one right there. So let's get to the other one.
Finish him.
The Jordan Shrug. That was a classic as well.
Hell yeah.
That was a classic, okay?
I mean, everybody. To this day, that when people hit like the craziest shots, they be
Yeah.
like, to the announcers, fucking insane.
So then you got, after that one, you have
Give me a hell yeah.
That's the thing, though.
the
love
Steph
that
Night
one.
Night. All right? We
That
got
was
that
good,
one.
too.
Then we got Bronze Stomp. All right? And now we have, hold on, the finger whack
Finish him.
from Mutombo.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's one more. So let's recap. Iconic sellies in the NBA. The choke sign from Reggie Miller and Halliburton. The Jordan Shrug. The Steph Night Night. The LeBron James Stomp. And the Mutombo Finger Wag. If there's one more, can you guess it? An iconic selly. What do you think?
Iconic Sally. One of the most iconic celebrations I seen was when Kobe Bryant went like that with
the heart.
yeah,
the Mamba heart.
he just like pulled his jersey up. He got on the
The podium.
yeah, and then he freaking went like
Yeah.
probably that or probably Melo's 3 to the head. That's another one I like.
Well,
Go ahead.
here's one more. Drum roll, please.
Fatality.
Iverson step over.
Oh damn.
The Iverson step over. That's probably my favorite one in this list.
Yeah, that's probably one.
That's probably my favorite one.
Hold
in
on,
this
hold
list.
on, no,
Okay.
hold on. Cause that Reggie Miller.
Now, let's put it into context. Both of these happened against the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks, okay? And in our own building at all. Not in Indiana, not in the cornfield, no, in our own house, both times. One was where Reggie went ham in the fourth quarter, had 25 points.
That's why I think that.
He had like 8 threes, 8 for 8 from 3. He didn't miss one shot. Reggie went like 14 or 14, had 25 points, and every time he did it, he was looking at Spike Lee. Every single time.
And his percentage before that was terrible.
Yeah. Reggie Miller was having a horrendous shooting game throughout the entire game, all first 3 quarters, and then Spike Lee got in his last nerve, and this man went off. 25 points in the fourth quarter. It's still NBA playoff record. Okay?
And the choke sign was just.
And then
man,
the choke sign sat onto it. And then Halliburton did the choke sign when he hit the buzzer beater that he thought he won, but he stepped on the toe. But still sent it to overtime, and they won.
Thank
so
God they won, though. That would have been a different type of.
Yeah. They would have trolled him on that one.
They would have been like, this is ass.
And then the Jordan shrug came because this is he's already a champion, first time champion. He already beat Magic Johnson the year before. This is now he's playing his best counterpart in his class as far as positions concerned. Big pause. He was fighting Clyde Drexler, who at that moment was regarded as the only other shooting guard in Michael Jordan's realm. Okay, and Michael Jordan took offense to that. He even said in his documentary. He went up in the first half and had 37 points. He was he was 9 of 9 from 3-pointer. He doesn't hit 3-pointers like that. And then when he hit the last one, he literally looked at retired Magic Johnson on the sideline, and he was the announcer, and it's like, yo, I don't know, I just got it today.
It'd be like that.
Steph does this every time he hits a clutch shot or a dagger.
Oh, he does that.
He did it on punk ass Paris for the USA, and he did it on everybody you could think of. Okay.
Did it on my Celtics in the finals.
LeBron used to do this. He don't do this no more. But when he does something iconic and just daggers the game, this is what he does to finish it. The LeBron James stomp. And then Mutombo was famous because his name was Mount Mutombo. Mount Mutombo is one of the greatest defensive centers you'll ever see in your entire life. You wish you could have one like that. You wish Karl-Anthony Towns was like this. You wish Rudy Gobert was like this. Rudy Gobert has won so many defensive players of the year. He don't compare to this man right here. He don't compare to fucking Mutombo. Mount Mutombo, rest in peace. He did that every time he blocked a shot. He swatted it all down.
And he did it like crazy.
And then this is iconic to me because this is David versus Goliath. And David versus Goliath, and let's go something biblical. It's David versus Goliath, and basically the snake of Satan or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's not the snake of Satan. Maybe who's another iconic fucking character but of strength, and I don't know.
A goddess, you mean?
I don't know, in the Bible, no.
In the Bible.
Yeah, in the Bible. Because it's David versus Goliath.
Oh, I got you.
It was Iverson versus Shaq. And these guys were completely underrated as far as, like, you saw the spread with the Indiana Pacers was -9. This was -16. They expected a blowout. They expected a sweep because the Lakers hadn't lost a playoff game until this game in that entire playoffs.
Yeah.
They swept through every single round until they got here. And Iverson just DJ scratched all of that. 48 points, still a record for an NBA Finals debut. And he hit a step back 3 on Tyronn Lue and step over as a dagger in LA, in the Staples Center. And yes, Kobe was there too. Afro Kobe.
Yes, he was.
So this was an iconic moment to me because it meant a lot more. It meant like, yo,
They didn't win the whole thing, but
I think to a lot of people, he became an NBA champion to us that game because we knew he wasn't going to win the series, but to do that and the way he did it, the man did everything. That man hit step back threes, he pull ups. This man did hezzies. This man, at one point, he did. There was a series of three in a row. Okay, so they come out with a pick and roll, but the guy tries to cut it. So Iverson steps back, alley-oops it, bam. Then they run the exact same play again, but this time they adjust to this guy. So when he steps back, he hits it, bang. And then this time they about to do the same play again, but then they have everybody rush him. So he goes around and he goes straight up to Shaq. 165-pound Iverson goes straight up to Shaq and circus a finger roll. Like I told you, he's one of the best layup makers I've ever seen. Over Shaq, no N1, no nothing. It's just Iverson being Iverson.
One of the best scores we've ever seen.
It was to me, it's still my favorite NBA Finals game.
Especially like three level.
Yeah,
like all 3 levels.
So I think for Thursday we should do a thing. What are your top 5 favorite NBA Final games?
Okay.
I think that's something we could do. Top 5 of that.
Okay. I'm with that.
Yeah. Well, we don't have much to talk about, so we're gonna sign out here, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. All the viewers that came in and hopped in.
I have a dark horse for Giannis trade to the Rockets. I think that's the sleeper team that the Rockets get him.
They might have to give up too much though.
I mean, as long as you keep the 4 intact that you got, I mean, you can give up whatever you got on your bench.
No, you know what he should do? You know what he should do?
Or a draft pick. I mean, that draft pick's high anyway.
He should take all the draft picks from Orlando.
Or Orlando. I mean, but we said Orlando.
And come here.
But we said Orlando.
Giannis, Greek Freak.
I'm talking about dark horse. I feel like Orlando could be
Giannis, and
not a dark horse.
If you
I feel like that's
imagine
very possible.
Suggs and Banchero and Giannis together. That's a legit triple threat.
You mean Wagner?
I mean Wagner. Is that Suggs? My bad. Wagner, Banchero, and
What the fuck?
Be cool, nigga.
I deserve that one.
Paolo Banchero.
Banchero, Wagner, and Giannis as a nucleus is actually pretty dangerous.
That's crazy.
And then if you add Cole Anthony coming off the bench as a 6th Man of the Year candidate, I think I don't think he got too many votes.
And then I'm also hearing that Cam Johnson might get traded. That might be the shooter they need.
Okay.
Cam Johnson.
No, but
he ain't gonna play in Brooklyn.
Well, Orlando will never. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but they're not gonna be the greatest shooting team. But they're gonna be the greatest slashing team and the greatest defensive team. I think with Giannis.
But if you add shooting, you make them even better.
I know.
You just add shooting around those.
Giannis, do what nobody usually does. Do what T-Mac did. Come to Orlando, bro. Come to Orlando. The Orlando Magic are actually a good organization. They know how to draft. They know how to. The thing is that they don't know how to keep the players. That's the only thing wrong with them.
They never keep them.
They know how to draft them. They know how to scout them. They know how to build it. They don't know how to keep them.
But we know they're gonna keep this nigga. They ain't fucking.
Orlando's actually not that bad of an organization.
If they fuck this up, they need to go.
And we're not just saying that because we live in Orlando, Florida. So fuck you.
Finish him.
So we'll sign out here at the 36-minute mark. I appreciate y'all very much. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear your takes. We want to hear what you think. And we also are the Pressure Podcast. It means to perform, react, and do using strategies in sports under rigorous environments. Motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah.
The podcast reviewer has said, if you have a webcam, we could send you a link so we could put you on a little screen back there. Hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Finish him.
So then, motherfuckers, we'll see you after the Game 3, and we'll recap the NBA Finals then, okay? Peace. And remember, if you're tuning in, give us your top 5 favorite NBA Finals games of all time, okay? For Thursday's edition. We'll see you then, y'all.